Hello. Now we will see practically how we can configure Spring Cloud Load Balancer at client side. So as we said that this is going to act as a client side load balancer. So how practically we can achieve this we will see. For that we need to open Fein client example, and earlier we also opened server side programming. So server side programming we have seen as part of gateway or Eureka server integration. We have seen all these projects. So same projects I am going to use, and I'll show you how we can achieve. So before that you can see this diagram and client reaching to load balancer over internet. So he can send, it can be one request, it can be 10 requests, it can could be 100 request or 1000 request. It depends on the traffic, and it will reach out to the load balancer, and load balancer will figure out how many requests should send to this service, and how many requests should send to this service, and how many requests should send to this service. It will take the decision and it will send it. So how we can achieve, we will see it. So similarly, as I said earlier, we have achieved this architecture completely. Earlier we have seen search, students, account management, Eureka, we have integrated API, gateway also we integrated, and Fein client also we have integrated. Now we will see about a Spring Cloud load balancer. So for that, first and foremost, what we have to do is we have to write required dependencies. So required dependencies I already copied, and go to Fein client, and you can go and see here required dependency. So this is the dependency I have added. org spring framework dot cloud spring cloud starter load balancer. And how this version will be picked means, here we have assigned Spring Cloud version for all the dependencies, so that no, it will be taken. So this is the thing you need to add in the client side. And server side, what you need to add. So server side, earlier we have defined some dev tools. Dev tools, if you are adding, no, whatever we are doing, it will automatically start and restart the server. So for this we don't want this dev tools. Then for time being I made it as a commented. This is the only thing I am doing at server side. Then come back to the client side. So client side we have added the dependency. Then go to this folder client where user interface is user client. This is as a Fein client. So wherever Fein client is there, you can create one more class, that is a user load balancer. You can create a load balancer. I am going to write a user whatever it is. If it is a student, if it is a user, if it is a product load balancer. So something like this, a user load balancer, you can write anything you can define. So this is going to become as a plain old Java class. So if you are defining at the rate load balancer client, then only it will become as a load balancer client. So we have to define. Then in client, Fein client, what we have used a student microservice. So this student microservice only, because we are going to hit our student microservice. As I said earlier, this load balancer will hit the Fein client. So for hitting Fein client, what we have to do, same student microservice. Whenever student microservice is hitting, and first it will come to load balancer, then it will reach to the Fein client. That is the reason. Then we need to build the Fein builder, because we are integrating with the Fein client. For that we need to define Fein dot builder. We need to define, and Fein dot fain builder we need to write as the method. Then here we can write a return fain dot builder method return type. So here this one is a fain builder. I think this is a builder small b we have to use. Now here we are going to say to Spring Cloud saying that we want to use a load balanced. So here we are using as a load balanced annotation we have to write. Then we have to import. Next, one more thing you need to configure is a bean. So whenever beans are there, it should be auto wide. So we have to use the bean also. That's all. You have done fine load balancer class, and this will interact with the fine client based on the fine builder, and with the root map is a student microservice. Whenever requests are coming, and it will hit to the user client. So and what we have done so far, we have added one dependency at pom.xml, that is a Spring Cloud load balancer. And we have commented at server side dev tools, we have commented, and we have defined one class that is a user load balancer.java, and that will interact our user client. How it will interact means based on the student microservice. So what it will happen is, if you see the architecture, whenever a client app is requesting something, some list of students, so for that it will reach to the Spring Cloud load balancer list of students. So that list of students internally mapped with a student microservice, Fain client, and student microservice will go to API gateway, and it will API gateway will reach to the Eureka, and Eureka will find out the where Eureka already registered with services. It can easily find out. So for this, now we are good to start testing. So we our client side we have done, and server side little modification we have done. So server side no need to do any modification since dev tools are enabled. I just commented. Then only whatever we need to do client side only, that one I have done. Now we are good to test. So for that what we have to do is server side you need to start three services you need to start, or else a single service we will test it. So we are going to test a student service. So for this you need to start the service student details. So you can start the service. It will start. Now Eureka client also you can start. Eureka client also going to start. So Eureka is started. Then student server, what is the port number? And we need 2 3 instances, right? We will try to create one more instance, 8092. So I will create 8090. Both the services are ready. Now I will create one more service, 8090 Eureka client. So I will start this one. And you can see it will start with 8090. It will start one more server. Yes, third one also going to start. If you go and see here in this browser, you just refresh, As of now, client we have not yet started. We have started only student service and Eureka client, and we haven't started Spring Gateway also. So here 8090 started, 8092 started, and Eureka client also started. If we want, we can also start a Spring Gateway also, but as of now not required. We will test this one. For that we need to start the Feign client. So Feign client is port number is 8081. Here you may get some little confusion, but if you go through my PPT presentation and videos, second time definitely you will understand. First time you may get little confusion, but most probably you may not get it. If you carefully observe, you may not get confused anything. So we have started Feign client. Now Feign client also registered with the Eureka server. So see, Feign client also started on the port number 8081 and student microservice 80908092. So as earlier said that if you see here 100 requests or 4 requests, if it is reaching, it is overloaded. That is the reason I have splitted 8090 8092 server instances. Then whenever client is requesting, 2 requests will go here, 2 requests will come to 8092. So whether these requests are properly load balanced or not, we are going to test it. Now we are servers started and Feign client server is also started. Client side program is started. Now we are good to test. These two are there. We are good to test, and we have not started a gateway. That also we can test it. I will show you. Now we will see. We will test it. So whenever use 8081 is testing, then we need to get the response. So here 8081 and Feign list of students. So we are having list of students because if you see Feign client controller, obviously it will come to list of student, controller come to here. So this is the Feign list of students. Then if you are hitting this one, you should get it, the response. We got the response. Now one request should reach here. See, under the port number 8092 we got the response, and other student details it is not there. 8090 there is no request is formed. Now I am going to request one more time, then it should come to 8090 and 8092. See, one request, 80901 request, and 8090 8092 one request. So as of now two requests, since two requests are there, it is equally divided to two servers. Suppose I am going to hit one more time, or two times I will hit, one time and two times, second time also I hit. Then go and see 8090. Here you can see this 8092 two request formed, and 8090 two request formed. So four requests formed. So like this, whenever requests, more requests are there, this is equally distributed. That way it is Organizing load balancing, equally distributed. If 10 times you requested, it will go to 5 requests to 8090 and 5 requests to other server. That way it is organized. And if you want to start Eureka gateway, like a Spring Cloud gateway, you can also start a gateway. Then we can start a gateway also. So far we bypassed the gateway. Now we are starting the gateway. So whenever client is requesting through 8081, it will reach out to gateway. After that it will go to Eureka. Now gateway also started. Now I am going to clear student logs. So I will clear it, and gateway started, and I will clear the student. Now I am going to again 5 times I am going to hit. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can see here three are at one server. Three services are one server, and two I hit. I think I hit 6 times. So that is the reason three are at one server and three are at another server. This is one instance, and this is another instance. 3 times. Suppose you remove the logs and again you hit. Okay, again I will stop the server instance. For your double checking, I'll stop the server instance. Okay, student detail server I stopped for your double check. And one more also I'll stop. Now you can see, I think by mistake Eureka client also stopped. So I will stop. Now only gateway is started mode. Now these three are stopped. So what I am going to do again, Eureka client I will start, and I will show you services are not in run and upstage. So go here. If you see Eureka 8090, nothing will be started, only Feign client will be in starting stage. If you refresh, Eureka is not yet started. So this is the reason page cannot be found. You can refresh one more time and you can see whether server is started or not. You can come here and see Eureka Discovery client is started. So now you are only having client Feign client only running. But for our server side, student details not yet started. So we need to start. Now I am starting 8090 server instance. After 8090 started, then only you need to edit 8090 to 8092. Otherwise, a server already in use, error it will come. So to avoid that, let it start first, then you verify whether the server student details is registered at Eureka client or not. See, Eureka client 8090 is started, and the gateway also started, and Fin microservice also started. Then one more instance you need to start, that is 8092. You can save and start one more time. Now 8092 also will start. Now 8092 also started. If you see here, student details are started two times. So we are good to test and come here, and you will see 8092 8090 instance is started, and fine client also started. Fine client 8081, and it will test with a fine list of students. For that we will clear the logs, then you will understand how many times it is hitting. So what I am going to do, only this time 4 times I am going to hit. So two requests should go to 8090, and the other two requests should go to 8092. So I have cleared the logs for both the servers, and student details and student details. So now I am going to hit 4 times. 1, we got it. 2, we got it. 3, we got it. 4, we got it. Now immediately come here and see two requests only appeared. Eureka Discovery Client. Two requests are for 8090 and 8092, two requests. So that means whatever we have hit, so two requests are going to 8090, two requests are going to 8092. So in earlier scenario, to overcome load here, overloaded. If it is a 4 request, if it is a 400 request, it is going to become as a overloaded. So to load balance, what we are doing, we are we are adding the Spring Cloud load balancers, so that it is balancing the load. So this is what load balance is happening. This is about client side Spring Cloud load balancing. I hope you understood. Till then, thank you.